Hey, what's happening, everybody? Danny Burke here from Odd Chopper with some anytime touchdown recommendations as we look forward to NFL Week 15. Man, trucking along, bittersweet. The deeper we go, it's more exciting with playoff implications, but almost the end of the regular season. So, yeah, it's a little bit of back and forth how we're feeling, but we're feeling pretty good about three players to get into the end zone for NFL Week 15. Let's go ahead and begin in the matchup where we will see the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints battling it off on Sunday. Brian Robinson, as you can see on the screen, is going to be our chalkiest play out of the three. Minus a buck 30 is where you could get him on FanDuel. Honestly, I figured he'd be more in the about minus 150 range and into a territory where you're seeing it like Caesars, Fanatics, DraftKings, even though it's at minus 140, but into that realm to where it makes you a little bit second guess whether you should bet it. And I know it doesn't seem like a big difference with the 10 cents, but I kind of like that threshold at about minus 130, depending on where my confidence level is at with the said player. And that player is Brian Robinson. Why do we like him? Well, the Saints have an atrocious run defense. PFF grades them with the worst run defense in the NFL. They're allowing the most yards per rush attempt at 5 flat, and they're allowing 1.2 rushing touchdowns per game, which ranks them 29th. Now, the Commanders are in a good spot here. They're over a touchdown favorite. They should have control of this game, and they should look to exploit the weakness of the Saints, which, as I just stated, is them trying to defend the run. Now, Jaden Daniels could sneak one in, but Brian Robinson's got 8 touchdowns in 10 games this year, and I think he can add to that tally against this vulnerable run defense. And laying minus a buck 30, if he can get the 130 or better, I think is worth finding out if he can add one more to his regiment. So let's go ahead and go with B-Rob minus a buck 30 anytime touchdown. Our next player, Jalen Hurts. This is someone we've bet on. Maybe it was only the one time, but I remember when we first did it, it seemed too good to be true because he had got like, I don't know, 5 touchdowns in his last 3 games, something like that. Because this is really the peak of when he was robbing Saquon for his touchdowns and just getting the tush push left and right. I think the same will come to fruition in this game. It's 2 top tier defenses. The Steelers are giving up about a rushing touchdown per game. Yes, Saquon is always a threat to score, but if it's the same scenario to where Saquon gets down at the 2, at the 1, if Saquon's getting stuffed in the end zone against a great defense, go with something that is pretty much guaranteed to work, and that's the tush push in getting Jalen Hurts an anytime touchdown. More importantly, the price has come down significantly. It had been over like minus 150 the past several weeks. Now, because you're going up against a good Steelers defense, you see it very cheap. Pinnacle, Sharp Book minus 102, Circa, another Sharp Book minus 105. We see some other books at about minus 130, minus 125. The fact we're getting it close to even money, in my mind, is worth a play on someone who has been a very, very strong, consistent threat near the goal line, as he always is, with a play that is pretty much guaranteed, knock on wood, to work. And against a really tough defense, they may have to do that because, hey, they do that to perfection. So I like the price here. I like the situation. Count me in, Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. And our final anytime touchdown, man, when I was writing about this one, this is pretty much how I said it. I didn't think I'd be betting a player on the Carolina Panthers, not named Chuba Hubbard, to score a touchdown. Even getting Hubbard to score a touchdown was always like, do I really want to bet a player on the Panthers to score? Seldom do they score, but they've been better the past 6 games, right? They've been the best ATS team in the league in that span since Bryce Young has come back. Bryce Young in that span of time as well. His touchdown to interception ratio, I think, is like 7-4. So, yeah, they're 2-4, but all their losses except for one have been within 1 score. So they've been keeping things close. They're going up against the Dallas Cowboys defense that we all know is very, very bad. A secondary that's surrendering 1.5 passing touchdowns per game. They rank 29th in pass coverage according to PFF. Adam Thielen has thrived these past 2 games with Bryce Young and him in the mix. He's been targeted 21 times. He's hauled in 17 of them for 201 yards and 1 touchdown. Over the course of the past 2 games, he has been the most targeted receiver in the red zone. So, yeah, I think this is a good spot for Thielen. I like the price there at plus 230 at FanDuel. You see Pinnacle getting a little bit more love on Adam Thielen at plus 213, but like taking a little flyer here on Adam Thielen, believe it or not, going with Bryce Young, trusting him and trusting a receiver. We could trust Thielen. Bryce Young's kind of the guy who scares you, but hey, He's been serviceable, and hopefully he can continue to do so against one of the worst defenses in the National Football League. So count me in for Adam Thielen to round up our 3 anytime touchdown scores in NFL Week 15. Folks, before we head out, let me remind you once again about a great offer we have going on. If you sign up with one of our partners, you get expert picks for free. You just choose one of these promos. There's a bunch to go through. You sign up using our offer. You deposit, you place a bet, take a screenshot of your welcome email and first settled bet, and then you email support@oddshopper.com. With those screenshots, you'll get a month of your favorite Tails expert for free. You can tell us which one. The more promos you do, the more free experts you get. So make sure you check that out at oddshopper.com. And also, if you want more action from myself, Burke50 is the promo code, 50% off your first week or first month. We've been crushing the NBA. Obviously, we're cruising right now in the NFL, hoping for a little bit better week with our anytime touchdowns. But that is an offer you can get as well as of this moment. And yeah, hopefully we can get you some action along the way in every other sport with bowl season coming up right now. Already got a couple plays dished out. You're not going to want to miss it. Tons of exciting things happening at oddshopper.com. Best of luck with all your touchdown bets. As always, leave below in the comments who you think I should sweat out alongside with you for a player or two or three, whoever it is, to score a touchdown. And hopefully we can cash some winners. Enjoy the Week 15 slate and best of luck.